Welcome back to AFT Die Season 9. It is round 5. We've got match of the round, St Kilda versus Fremantle Dockers at Marvel Stadium. It is first versus second on the table, and it's the last game for round 5. Let's get stuck into the first game. It is North Melbourne versus Port Adelaide at Marvel Stadium. Let's go the first quarter of this game. And the first quarter is nearly completed. And we've got North Melbourne kicking 1-2 to Port Adelaide 1-6. All right, let's go. So Port Adelaide's 4 points up at quarter 1, 12-8. Second quarter nearly completed. And it's completed. North Melbourne, they've kicked 4 to Port Adelaide 1-6. And at half time, we've got North Melbourne up by 12 points. So it is second last, 17th versus 6. So North Melbourne are looking for their first win of the season. They've got 4 losses. The first 4 losses. Third quarter nearly completed. And we've got North Melbourne kicking 5-2 to Port Adelaide 1-5. And at 3-quarter time, we've got North Melbourne up by 33 points, 68-35. I think they might get their first win of the season to get them off 0 points last quarter. And North Melbourne have won this game by 34 points at home. North Melbourne final score 16-11, 107 to Port Adelaide 9-19, 73. Well, that puts North Melbourne on their first win for the season. So we've only got Carlton and Western Bulldogs with no win at all at the moment. So the next game is GWS Giants versus Melbourne at Giant Stadium. Let's go to the first quarter of this game. So the Giants are looking for their third win. Melbourne are looking for their third win. So first quarter nearly done. And we've got GWS Giants have kicked 5-6 to Melbourne 4-6. So Giants are up by 6 points, 36-30. Second quarter underway. And the second quarter completed, and we've got Melbourne kicking 2-6 to GWS Giants 1-6, and at half time it's 48 apiece. So it's level at half time. Let's go into the second half of this game. And we've got Melbourne kicking 6-1 to GWS Giants 4-3. And it's 10 points the difference to Melbourne, 85-75. Let's go to the last quarter to see who will get up and win this game. Will it be the Giants? No, it is Melbourne by 30 points. They kick 6-6 to the Giants, 3-4. So the Giants, they're 2 wins, 3 losses after winning the flag in season 8. Final score, GWS Giants 13-19, 97 to Melbourne 18-19, 127. Well, that's Melbourne, and they've pushed into the top 8. They're in 5th at the moment. Next game, Gold Coast versus Hawthorn. Let's go to the first quarter of this match. The Suns are the number 1 defense team. So Hawthorn have kicked 5-2 to the Gold Coast, 1-1. So it's Hawthorn by 25 points, 32-7. Let's go to the second quarter. Can the Suns kick back? No, they can't. Hawthorn, second quarter, they've kicked 4-1 to the Gold Coast. Suns kicking 1-3. And it is 41 points the difference. Hawthorn 57-16 at half time. Let's go to the third quarter in this game. So Hawthorn are looking for their second win. The Suns are looking for their third win, but I don't think the Suns will get it. Hawthorn have kicked 4 goals, 1 to the Suns, 2 goals, 6, and at three-quarter time, the Gold Coast Suns are down by 48 points. Let's go to the last quarter to see how much Hawthorn will win by against the Suns. And it's the siren's gone. Hawthorn have won by 33 points. Gold Coast final score 7-15-57 to Hawthorn 14-6-90. So that pushes Hawthorn in the top 8. So they're 7th at the moment. Gold Coast have been pushed out. Let's go to the next game. It's Carlton versus Collingwood. So Carlton are looking for their first win of the season. Collingwood, they want to win to just remain in that top 4. So Carlton have kicked 6 goals, 4 to Collingwood, 3 goals, 2. That's 20 points of difference at quarter time. Carlton's way, 40-20. Second quarter. And the siren's gone for the second quarter. So it's half time. Carlton, they kicked 2 goals, 4 to Collingwood, 4 goals, 5. And at half time, Carlton are leading by 7 points, 56-49. Let's go to the second half of this game. And the third quarter, siren's gone. And we've got Collingwood, they've kicked 5 goals, 2 to Carlton, 2 goals, 6. And at three-quarter time, Collingwood have got their momentum. They're winning by 7 points, 81-74, going into the last quarter. Let's see who will win this game. Carlton, can they get their first win of the season, or Collingwood remain in the top 4? And Carlton, they've kicked back. They've won their first game of the season. They've kicked 5 goals, 6 to Collingwood, 2 goals, 1. Well, that puts Carlton in 15th, just above North Melbourne. So the final scores: Carlton 15-20, 110 to Collingwood 14-10-94. All right, next game: West Coast Eagles versus Geelong Cats at Optus Stadium. So we've got West Coast on 2 wins, Geelong on 3 wins. Let's see who will win this game. So we've got West Coast. They've kicked 3 goals, 4 to Geelong, 2 goals, 4. So it's a goal the difference at quarter time. West Coast way. Second quarter underway. And the siren's gone for the second quarter. So it's half time. West Coast Eagles, they've kicked 2 goals, 4 to Geelong Cats, 3 goals, 2. And at half time, West Coast are up by 2 points, 38-36. Let's go to the third quarter. This game, the third quarter, siren has rung, and the Cats have kicked 5 goals, 3 to West Coast, 2 goals, 5. And at three-quarter time, Geelong are leading by 14 points, 69-55. Let's go to the last quarter of this match. Can the West Coast Eagles get over the line? No. Geelong Cats, they win by 4 points. They kick 3 goals, 6 to West Coast, 5 goals, 4. And final scores: West Coast Eagles 12 goals, 17-89 to Geelong Cats 13-15-93. That was a close game. All right, next game we've got Richmond versus Sydney Swans at the MCG. Now, can Richmond get their third win of the season, or can Sydney make it in the top 4? So the first quarter's done, and it's 2-5 apiece, 17 at quarter time. Let's go to the second quarter in this match. Second quarter nearly completed. And we've got Richmond, they've kicked 5 goals, 4. to Sydney, 4-4. And at half time, Richmond are leading by 6 points, 51-45. Let's go to the second half of this match. Third quarter underway. And we've got Richmond at 3-quarter time. They've kicked 6 goals to that quarter to Sydney, 4-2. And it is 18 points the difference. So it's 3 goals at 3-quarter time to Richmond, 89-71. Let's go this last quarter to see if the Sydney Swans can get over the line. No, they tried. They kicked 6 goals, 3 to Richmond, 3-5. And Richmond, they win by 2 points at the MCG. Richmond final score 16-16, 112. Sydney 16-14, 110. What a match. Let's go to the next game. It is Essendon versus Brisbane at the Marvel Stadium. Brisbane and Essendon are on 2 wins. Whoever wins this will be probably in the top 8. All right, so we've got Essendon kicking 2-5 to Brisbane, 1-4. Let's go to the second quarter of this match. Second quarter has completed, and the Bombers have kicked 5 goals to Brisbane, 1-1. And at half time, we've got Essendon up by 32 points, 49-17. Let's go to the second half of this game to see who will get over the line. And the third quarter, Brisbane have kicked 4 goals to Essendon, 3-6. But it's 30 points the difference to Essendon, 73-43. Let's go to the last quarter of this match to see. And in the end, Essendon have won by 41 points against Brisbane Lions. Essendon, they kicked 6 goals, 1 to Brisbane, 4 goals, 2 in that last quarter. So we've got Essendon 16-14, 110 to Brisbane 10-9, 69. So that puts Essendon in 5th place, Brisbane down to 12th. All right, next game, it is Western Bulldogs versus Adelaide Crows at Marvel Stadium. So we've got a triple header at Marvel Stadium in round 5. First quarter's completed, and we've got the Western Bulldogs kicking 6 goals, 3 to Adelaide, 1-3. So Adelaide are down by 30 points at quarter time. Can they kick back in the second quarter? Western Bulldogs have kicked 4 goals, 6 to Adelaide, 2 goals, 3, and 45 points the difference. Western Bulldogs way, 69-24. Third quarter underway in this match. And we've got Adelaide, they've kicked 6 goals, 4 to Western Bulldogs, 3 goals, 4. And it is 27 points the difference. It's to Western Bulldogs, 91-64. So let's go to the last quarter of this match to see if Adelaide can recover and get over the line. No, they can't. Western Bulldogs have won by 28 points, defeating Adelaide Crows. Western Bulldogs 16-14, 110 to Adelaide, 11-16, 82. All right, so the Western Bulldogs, they've won their first game of the season. So everyone has won a game this year, and it all comes down to the last game, match of the round, Fremantle, St Kilda versus Fremantle, top of the table clash. Let's go to the first quarter of this match. Last game of the round, round 5. It's looking like match of the round, round 6 is Geelong versus Richmond. And the first quarter's completed. St Kilda have kicked 2 goals, 6 to Fremantle, 1-2, 8. So it's 10 points the difference St Kilda's way, 18 to 8. Second quarter underway. And St Kilda have kicked 5 goals, 2 in that second quarter to Fremantle, 1 goal, 3. Let's go to the second half. It's 33 points the difference St Kilda's way, 50 to 17. Third quarter, siren has gone. And Fremantle, they've kicked 6 goals, 4 to St Kilda, 1 goal, 1. And at 3-quarter time, it is unbelievable. It is level at 3-quarter time, 57 apiece. This could come down to, if it is a draw, then these two teams have not lost, but they are still on top of the table. Let's go to the last quarter of this match. Round 5, top of the table clash. And St Kilda, they've had a big quarter. Last quarter, they've kicked 5 goals, 5 to Fremantle, 1-2. And in the end, St Kilda at home have won this game and are on top with a game clear. So they've got 5 wins for the season. That's the biggest winning streak for the season. St Kilda haven't lost a game this season. So St Kilda, final score 13-14, 92 to Fremantle, 9-11, 65. What a match. At 3-quarter time, it was level, but then St Kilda ran on to win this game by 27 points. Well, that concludes round 5. We've got Essendon, the number 1 offense team, and then when the Suns, the number 1 defense team, and we've got St Kilda's the biggest winning streak of 5. Match of the round 6 is Geelong versus Richmond down at GMHBA Stadium. So at the moment, the minor premiership is with St Kilda, and the Western Bulldogs have the wooden spoon at the moment. So what a round 5. All teams that were winless, North Melbourne, Carlton, and Western Bulldogs, all won a game in round 5, which Adelaide played Western Bulldogs, the bottom side. So those two teams are the second bottom and the bottom sides of the competition for Dice Season 9. Well, we'll see you next time on AFT Dice Season 9, Round 6 for Wednesday, the 21st of May, 2025.